You're a very rich man.
I'm not.
You are.
I mean,
you already just said you have 26 houses only in
I have 108 houses. East Legon is 26, if you want to
108 houses?
Yes, I work hard.
You work hard. What do you do?
About it. I do a lot of things.
There are some who think that you're a drug dealer.
Yeah, you see, the drug dealers in the long run, they fail. Okay?
Maybe you are just a smart drug dealer.
You run your mouth on television everywhere criticizing people, and if you are a drug dealer, nobody will say anything to you. You think you are God. And have you ever
Why do people think you're a drug dealer?
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you. If you want, I'll be blunt.
Please do.
About 85% of the successful businessmen in this country, one way or the other, dealt in drugs. And therefore, they don't believe that a genuine businessman.
So you are a genuine businessman?
Oh, of course.
You've never peddled drugs?
Hell no. Yes.
So.
As for relatives, yes. My relatives, they've done it and they link me to it. But there are evidences there to show that I was not part of it because certain actions I took. When you go, they have the police record there. You know, so I'm okay. But
so you are friends with some of these drug dealers then?
But how would I know that he's a drug dealer? With my mouth, he will not tell me what he's doing. So he can be my friend, and his business is his business. I will not poke my nose into his business until he. But
every time a cocaine discussion comes up, your name is mentioned.
Yeah, because I'm a guy in town. You get a lot of politicians who are not exposed. They don't go out there. You know, tomorrow there's a nice party going on. I'm going to be there. Okay? I see a lot of people. I mingle with the ordinary people.
And you show off as well.
I mingle with the ordinary people. I don't understand what you mean by show off. You see a PK seller selling PK on the street. And if I get this far, he wants me to keep quiet. I have to speak to encourage young men and women to, you know, do same. That it is not only drugs that can make you successful. Okay, I was selling PK, yes, PK chocolate, Tatranazet, yes, rum, on a board like this, and still going to school. And you come and sit here. When I was washing plates in Germany, where were you? When I was driving taxi in America, where were you? When I was a gas attendant at Gasiteria and the rest, where were you? When I was working with Lawyer Siedu, amnesty program in New York, where were you? Then you just think, oh, the guy has made money and therefore he's a drug dealer. I will not accept that.
You are good friends with Amarting, weren't you? The former MP.
Yeah.
Did you know about his trade?
No, I don't know. Even when he was in Parliament, I didn't know him until, because he was such a quiet guy, you know, and he was a new guy. To me, I didn't know until the problem, he had this problem. Okay? But you think I brag. I don't. I want to
You don't brag?
Yeah, because I say, I give you my background, where I started and where I'm going. Where I'm going, I've not even achieved 20% of my dream. So don't say that I'm rich to, you know, get me off.
Well, if you have 108 houses,
no,
you are very rich.
No, I'm not comparing myself to Ghanaian standards here. You know, why somebody should be a billionaire and I can't be a billionaire. I got to work.
Yeah. Okay. So how rich are you?
I don't know. I'm not going to say that.
But you're fine. I mean.
Oh, I can live comfortably.
You can live comfortably.
Yeah,
okay.
comfortably.
There's also another thing in town about you, that you're a bit of a womanizer.
Look, you see, any man who says that, if he's in my position, he will do worse things. So what do you mean by I'm a womanizer? I'm fine. The women, they like me. You think, yeah, so be it. Yeah.
How many children do you have?
I have a lot of children. I have 13 kids. Good schools.
With different women?
Yeah, no problem.
Why?
I take care of them. So what's your problem?
But I mean, you keep producing, multiplying. You don't use condoms.
I don't believe in condoms.
Why?
Because I can tell you, my mother had me when she was 19 years. Okay? And she, in village standard, she came from a rich home. I use the word village standard that time. And my father was a radical, a fine boy, very smart, a footballer.
Just like you.
Well, I wouldn't say that. If you say that to me, then okay. You know, because if I say that, it's, oh, the guy is bragging, so I would say that. And what happened was, they thought my father was, you know, rough. So they would not allow her to marry my father. Okay. So my grandfather, who was the chief then, had his people around. And even that time, I was born. And they said they should go and pick that young baby boy, throw him into a latrine because they don't want anything from my father to be in the family. That's what my grandfather, who was the chief, said. Then there was a guy there, you know, every village or town, you get somebody, you know, you see him, you think he's a mad guy, this and that, but he listened to every conversation and quickly reported to my father's mother. And the two mothers were nice. My grandmother from my mother's side agreed to the relationship. My father's mother also agreed to the relationship. But rather my, you know. So he quickly told my mother that this is what was going on. And my father was then teaching at Wa. So quickly she ran away. That is how I was saved. And today, all those people who plan at the palace, I take care of them, their children, and their grandchildren.
Imagine.
Okay? So the Bible says, the stone that was rejected became the cornerstone of the building.
Are you religious?
I believe in God, yes. Only a fool will say that there is no God to me.
Okay.
I believe in God.
So you believe in God?
Yeah, but I don't believe in the so-called pastors.
And you believe there are diseases to be contracted if you don't use a condom?
Yes.
Yeah, HIV
and who says if you use condom, you can't contract disease if you are having sex with the woman?
How can you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if...
The condom is there to protect you.
Hold on. You talk of HIV, I agree with you. But again, what about hepatitis? If you kiss a woman and the woman has hepatitis B, he will also get it. You see, the way they talk about things.
So you're not afraid of HIV?
I do.
Are you going to have more kids? Without, I mean, are you going to go into more sexual relationships without a condom?
I don't know. I don't know. Me, I don't feel shy about anything.
How many girlfriends do you have?
I don't have a girlfriend. I have wife. Two. So what's your
Two
problem?
wives?
Yes.
They understand each other?
Oh yeah, why not? You know, we gotta make sure the respect is there. That's all.
All right.
You know, I'm not those politicians who will come and lie and, you know, the next day they are in trouble because they lied here. And before you ask that question, I know you know a lot. But, so I wouldn't even want to say no.
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Member of Parliament for Arsenal. Thank you so much.